welcome to Morvana, our city skyline snow build. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Last time around, we built this waterfront. We named it the Ziggurat waterfront. We also worked on a tiny residential area north of this, Broughton metro station. Today, however, we're focusing just north of here, on this sort of rectangle on the waterfront. I uploaded a community post which asked what you wanted to see built next, and by a 2/3 majority you asked for a tourism waterfront. So that's where this is going to sit, on the canals here. I might rework the canals as we go on throughout the video, because while I was testing this out I realized that you can't really place metro stops along here, but we'll look at that later, and we might also develop some more residential in this area right here. So let's make a start. Before we go any further, I'm probably going to want to take care of one of the things I noticed. Quick issue. Along here, we have some industrial demand creeping through, and we haven't really built that much office zoning. So I thought along here, you know, right across from the train station, that would be a nice place to build it. So let's just quickly zone some in here. So that's sort of this sort of office street area complete. We've got this train station, so very easy to get to. But yeah, now let's start actually focusing on this tourism waterfront. So immediately what you're going to notice is that we have cycle lanes along here. I'm going to want to keep that as sort of the main focal point of this area. Also this is going to be the main form of transportation around here. We want to get these tourists and the visitors here cycling. We also have the cycle network expand further into the city, you know, towards the city park. And we should probably add some cycle lanes along here to get them cycling into the waterfront. But we do have this crossing along here as well, so I think I'm probably going to start with that. So we have this section of cycling infrastructure along here, which takes us up to this main 4-lane arterial road. How far can I extend that out without it getting too angry at me? If I come off all of my guidelines. Yeah, it's just not going to let me, is it? Yeah, it's not going to let me. So that's probably the closest I'm going to get. I mean, it's not that far. They can walk this distance or get on the pavement and cycle. Yeah, so and then it brings them down into here, this waterfront. So let's start by building out this grid frame. That's the best thing we're going to get. Could try bringing a bridge over to this side, but that's probably unnecessary, to be completely honest with you. Let's try integrating this back in. Okay, hang on. Autosave. Yeah, that's fine. We'll probably fence this off as well. Just, you know, make sure people don't fall off and accidentally fall into this freezing cold water, because you get hypothermia pretty quickly and probably die, which isn't very good or safe either. So that's the cycling. Now let's think about the metro. So the metro, I don't want on this island. That's way too short of a distance, but I do want it on this island. So, okay, that's already great to see. So I could just expand the canals a little further out into here. That's not a problem. My biggest worry is that I'm going to have to remove this canal, and I don't really want to do that. So how deep would I have to go? Oh, that's a very quick distance I'm going to have to go if I want to avoid collision with the canal. It's giving me slope too steep. If I try to connect in, just straight. The one thing no one's stopping me from doing is going around. And I think that's what we're going to have to do. So if we just bring this out straight from here, actually paying attention to road length. So brings out straight to here, and for this here, let's keep this running under the seabed, because I think trying to hit that canal over there is going to be a real pain. So let's just keep this running under the seabed. Oh, come on. There we go. There, and then nice little curved road tool. Enable all our snap tubes now. There we go. Perfect. So we've sorted out that problem. Overcame it. I mean, that is a bit of a dip, but it's underground, so no one's actually going to notice sort of the visual effects of it. So let's create our line. It's going to be pink. Might change the colour later. There we go. That's our first mass transit line along here. That's always good to see. I will have to remove this canal. We'll just probably cul-de-sac this off here. But for now, this is probably what this area is going to look like. So let's bring this road back through here. So up to here. Or we have to do it in smaller increments if it keeps giving me that. This is... I don't think you realise how annoying this is to deal with. Ah, so this is the former place where the canal was. So maybe if I just remove this stretch of canal. Yeah, no, still gets angry at me. You know what? Let's try sinking this down. Ah, there's still water here. That's why. That explains a lot. Uh-oh. That'll clear up, not to worry. That's probably the reason, because the game still thinks there's water here, so it tries to elevate over it. I do have a pumping service. I don't have a pumping service. Okay, right, there we go. They're sending them out. Right, let's retry that. So after several attempts, I figured out what the problem was. Because there was a canal in place here, the game still thought there was water here. So that's why it just tried doing that. It's a dumb mechanic in the game. Don't know why it's still in there. I guess paradox. Just hasn't removed it. There we go, right, so yeah, now there shouldn't be any issues. Yeah, right, great, yeah, that's going to flood a little bit. There we go, right, whew. That took some time. let's bring that canal back in here. Just create that sense of continuity. So let's also figure out a road pattern along here. Is this still flooded, or no, is that just snowy? Yeah, it's still flooded. We're gonna have the pumping service just clean that up. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so let's start building our road network around here now. Oh no, for God's sake. What on earth? Oh my. It's caused more problems than I thought it would. Okay, let's reconnect this back in. Okay, good. So to artificially terraform a portion of this island, or not even a portion of this island, but a portion of this sort of area. So we're going to let the sea sort of reclaim that. But what I'm still going to do is I'm still going to bring it out a little along here for the sole purpose. Oh my, it's still flooding. This is going to get abandoned again. It's fine. It's doing this again. Hurry up, game. There we go. Now the pumping service can proceed. I just want to bring this back a little. Just so I can have that key wall run along here. Oh yeah, I forgot we can't have the key wall run completely along here because we're trying to circumnavigate that area there. So let's attempt this, shall we? Road guidelines on. How many units of space did I want to give? Shoreline required. Are you... This thing has got to be kidding me. Oh, because this area is still flooding. That's why it's hating me. Still telling me shoreline required. Oh my, so why is this still flooding? Is it just... Hey, so don't actually complain. That's new. Okay, this is going to take some time, so that's still getting flooded, right? While the pumping service is sorting that out, which it appears it has, let's finish off, or not finish off, let's actually start bringing in services. So while this keeps flooding, as we wait for the water to, you know, settle down, in fact, what I might do is I might cut back this canal a little, just a little, because we might want to bring this road down there in the future, so... Yeah, that's fine, right there. You know, connect this major sort of arterial, make this a four-way junction. For now, temporary. I don't. We could have sort of the this major big four-lane road come down into here. But I don't really feel like that would be the right call. We'll see. Let's first work on sort of continue to develop the grid frame around here. now that we've got our road grid frame in, we're going to want to start zoning. So let's take some of our... actually, first thing I'm going to want to do is actually paint in the district. So this district is sort of going to sit around here, so I'm just going to draw it. So this is going to be right adjacent to High Park, which I do need to change the name of. That's a really terrible name. Leave a name idea down in the comments below. I'll definitely include it, because, you know, it's not that many people who actually watch this, so not that many suggestions. Right, so now that we have a Florence Hills, it's definitely not on a hill, so that's definitely not going to be the name. We're going to go into commercial specializations. We're going to select the tourism and leisure specialization. It comes with the After Dark DLC. So we're just going to hit that, and now it's going to spawn in us spawn in for us some hotel assets. A unique building would be nice here, but I don't think I have any that could actually give any use. Haven't unlocked all of them either yet. For example, the luxury hotel. This is just way too tall for this area. We could definitely bring in a plaza. What plaza do we have? We've got the Statue of Wealth, the Lazarette Plaza, Statue of Shopping, the Fountain of Life and Death, Friendly Neighborhood Park. I could go for something like the Modern Japan, because we do have a hotel. Small office building, city office building, where is it? The Resort Hotel it's called. Yeah, the Resort Hotel. How big is this? It could fit in here. No, I don't really like that. We've also got all our sort of high-rise buildings. We could definitely go for a small Japanese market here. How big is this? Oh, small. Yeah, we could definitely go for sort of a Japanese market here. Yeah, that's quite nice. And then have some high-rise buildings around it. You know, maybe bring some park path down through here, park path with decorations. Got the trees on there, replace them with something a little bigger to give this area, you know, a little more personality. Yeah, I don't mind that. This is just a great example of, you know, going through what uniques you have and just incorporating them into your builds. Because I never thought I'd actually be using this build when I was testing it out, but now I actually quite like the look of it. So let's start zoning in. So predominantly you're going to want to use high density commercial. It does give you assets with low density commercial, but they're not as good as the high density commercial ones. It's going to be an example. I'm going to have to leave that road. Oh. I know that's going to get destroyed, so I'm not actually going to zone this in yet. Do we have anything growing in? 4x4. There we go, right. Just took a little bit of time for it to recognize that. So hotels is predominantly what's going to come in here. So, you know, got these nice tall. You're going to want to historical them, almost all of them immediately, because they're going to start giving you some really tall buildings, which you're not always going to want to have in these areas. The biggest problem is bridging power now. Temporary power lines probably our best solution. Yeah, that's what's going to happen temporarily. Do these not? They're not connected. All right then. Right, let's zone in 2 more along here. You will get power. Just takes a little bit of time. this can't go on for too long, otherwise they will start abandoning. So maybe here. Yeah, there we go. They should get power now. Perfect. So that issue is resolved. What's this? So they will upgrade. For example, this I'm not going to historicalize. I want that to upgrade. It also has a very heavy emphasis on sort of these 4x4 buildings. Let's try to incorporate a few of those. Maybe a 3x4 might be a nice building to add along here. Here's a nice spot for a by 4, but that's not everything's come in yet, so. Oh my, oh my. Right, this is the point where you realize that you might not want to have parking in this area, because now you can see a ton of people just, oh, and people are using the metro station. That's great to know. So ridership will probably increase. This is probably one of the best connections between the waterfront and the tourism district. There we go. So that's upgraded into a lot of nice. Oh wait, I forgot these don't upgrade. Oh, that's me just being dumb. So nice 4x3. So you don't have to historical these. I completely forgot they don't upgrade. That was me just completely forgetting how the game works. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to delete you because I was being, once again, really dumb. Right, let's add that back in. Right, now. Okay, it's not, it just doesn't like 4x4s, clearly. It just doesn't like them. I really want to bridge power across here. I could try to do it with what's the word? The earthquake sensor. But that would be a really cheap excuse, like right there. Yeah. I mean, it's an industrial-looking asset, so you know they probably wouldn't mind that. We're definitely going to build. We're definitely going to need to build something along this area right here. Keeps. What is its problem? I want it to give me like a full 4x4, but just doesn't want to. Maybe it's because it's interacting with this asset here. That's probably the reason, actually. Please, I beg you, for the actual love of God, can this please zone in as a 4x4? It's giving me a not enough educated workers problem. Let's take care of that quickly. No elementary school. I think that's a great explanation as for why. So you know what? Actually, no, not right here. Yeah, I'm going to want to place it at this angle. There we go. So, you know, the parking spaces are a lot easier to access. Happy now? Oh, that barely covers that area as well. Where's the community school? Yeah, I forgot that's like 10 times bigger. Then you know what, we're going to have to lose some population for this. I was going to say, how can I minimize the damage? But, yeah.
no, the game just decided, yeah, you're not minimizing any damage. Yeah, some pathways along here, so hopefully that resolves the issue. Oh yeah, that did. Right, that's good to know. Is this just religiously refusing to be a... Okay, let's go for a 4x3. And then maybe a 4x4 here. There we go, right, at least it got the asset correct this time. Are there just not that many 4x4 assets? Tourism and leisure. Let's see what happens if I select European for this. Does anything change at all? Oh, we got a nice Art Deco. Yeah, look at all this on-street parking. I'm gonna change that quickly. Like I said, we do want to prioritize our cyclists, so we're not gonna have any on-street parking here. There's some on-street parking out here, out back. So, and there's also parking spots here at the restaurant, so that's not that much of a problem. Yeah. So I want these sort of tall. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear now that the issue is that I don't think there are that many 4x4 assets. So it's just deciding to not give me them. Perfect. Club 808, sure. I can even squeeze in a 2x4. That's great to know. So it's good to see that this hotel isn't identical to this one, because that just would have been a bit of an eyesore. And you know what, for the sake of it, I've never been to any sort of these clubs, I'm too young for that, but you know, you probably see some sort of covens out back here. There's some dodgy stuff going down. I don't really like this, which is exactly the reason why I'm going to make this a 3x4 to prioritize our pedestrians. So we can add in a pedestrian connection. Perfect, right. So yeah, still some dodgy G-lings going down here. But at least for now, let's keep on zoning this. So if I just organically zone all of this, what's it going to give me? I don't really mind some organic zoning popping through here. So we're just going to take a look at what it comes up with. So while that power line is still in here, right, so if I just try to bring this across like here, yeah, I think we've got right. So let's pause the game. We do have a cycle lane already here. So if I, let's say, oh yeah, it's going to give me that. Yeah, there isn't any zoning along here anyways, so this is just going to become... I don't want to... It's inevitable. We're gonna have to join with the cycle highway, aren't we? I mean, why not? This is a pedestrian path anyways, so I'm not too bothered about that. What I am bothered about is the slope, but there's not much we can do there. So let's just keep letting this spawn in. So while this continues to spawn, I think now is when I'm going to start focusing on the residential area, and I forgot to add the earthquake sensor back in. Great, right. So we probably want to have some commercial along here. Or some offices, because this is quite a noisy facility. Yes, let's have some offices along here. Nice long stretch of, 2x2 office space. I forgot, I did set this as the sort of European specialization, so see if we get something similar here. I think we are. Oh, look at that. That just lines up perfectly. Great. Right, so, two nice European buildings. What's this going to be? Can't say it. Yeah, this is the point where you realize you do actually mind the European buildings, so I think I'm just going to change this back to North American, or the default style. It should be gone automatically. Can I actually select? This is going to have to go. So as far as I'm concerned, this is all North American. Let's just take a look at where our district extends to. Yeah, so this small part isn't, not portion, part isn't. So I'm just going to carve out like this area right here. Yeah, so we're just going to wait for that to zone in. Right, so that while that's coming in, and this should connect to power. If I just, cheese the game. We will work on this area later, or sorry, probably in the next couple of episodes. So now what I'm going to want to do is probably start working on this square of residential. We do have that residential demand peaking, or not peaking, but climbing. So yeah, the first thing I'm going to have to do is pause this because I don't want this cycle way to get be too affected. Probably going to mimic the grid here. Right, okay, so that's good. And that's where this area previously so yeah, widen that intersection out and then have the cycle lanes running through here. That reminds me, I do need to make this one step wider. So yeah, 11 is going to be our distance here. Yeah, there we go. So just so that this, doesn't interact too much. So we have this gap right here. There we go. That's the only area where we're really going to have that gap. That was just for the first section of grid. Now, as a nice sort of entry measure into the area, what I'm probably going to do is, you know, just get like some nodes into here. There we go. So we can upgrade this, and we can have crosswalks in each of these areas. So you see those how these sort of crosswalks appear. I think we did the same thing over here near the tram stop, didn't we? We didn't. Right, that's interesting. I just remember we did that somewhere. You probably remember if you've been watching this since episode 1. Right, there we go. Perfect. Right, so now they've got a cycling connection all the way through to the city park, and from here they can you know, cycle further down towards this train station, or they can cycle in the direction of this station. Or they can, I do finally want to integrate a bus route into here. No, this road isn't like tram, so the bus route will probably flow into here and then out towards this area. Or maybe we haven't actually built any public transport here apart from our 2 metro, so that's probably what we do with the bus route. So that's growing in nicely, so let's continue our grid pattern here. Oh no, it's going to give me that, isn't it? I'm not having any of this. I'm coming off at... Yeah, this is where I'm going to come off here. There we go, right, perfect. That's way too far. And with this, we'll probably have some pathways through here, you know, just to put some emphasis on the fact that this is meant to be a greenbelt space, and that no one would really want to live with their back to a railroad. So let's bring this out just a little bit further, and this is where I could get it to run parallel with the canal. So there we go. That's not far enough, so I'll just autosave. Let's wait for that quickly. There we go. Right, that's complete. So give it that. Let's come out to here. Oh, it's being cheeky with me. There we go. Ooh, oh, well, that's reasonable. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. And then this can... Let's actually finally use a curve here. Yeah. So as you can see, all these sort of road networks are now coming together. That just bothers me. I can't look at that. I can't. That's just way too straight. Sorry, it's way too. The edges are way too jagged. Come off the road guideline here. Yeah. Curved road guidelines on. There we go. Right, so that curves around nicely now. So you can see all these networks now starting to piece together and create sort of one continuous flow, which is really the name of the game here. If I come out here, it won't let me join. Now it will. Right. We can have some empty space here, I don't mind that. And yeah, that's going to be the road layout for this area here now. Actually, just for redundancy's sake, I will bring a road through there. That green belt idea just went right out the window, I understand. Right, so let's get some zoning in now. So I'm just gonna mass zone this, you know, nice organic zoning. To get people living here. One thing you don't want to do though is just zone this entire area straight away. This will actually cause like massive death waves in your city. For those who don't know what a death wave is, it's basically where all of your citizens start dying at the same time, because the way the game works is that from the moment the citizen is detected as a resident, so sort of the city spawns them in out there at the boundary. From the moment that the city detects that your citizen is now a permanent resident in this city, they have 5 years to live in the city. So if there was a resident to arrive today, on the 29th of the 10th of the 2027, in 5 years' time, which would be 2032, they'd be dead, so they'd have to be buried in either a graveyard or cremated at a crematorium. And basically, if you mass zone it way too much, the city spawns them all in at the same time, and you get a massive influx of them, but then at the same time in 5 years you get a massive influx of dead. So that's basically what death waves are and what causes them. So you want to sort of batch zone it in small pieces like I am here. Right, water pipes. Great. We will go do through. We will go through and do some street naming a little later. Let's come off the grid. Actually, I'm going to want to keep the grid here. You have a Price Street, so maybe a McTavish Street in honor of Soap McTavish. Why not? Yeah, sure. This seems... I think that's how you spell it, if I remember correctly. McTavish Street. Soap McTavish, there we go. Nice reference there. Yeah, we've got people coming in to live now, so let's continue our zoning right through there. Nice pathway opportunity right here, so I'm going to ignore that small spot there and just zone in this area here. Probably this, and then a 2x2. And then this could be just a tiny portion of green belt. What could be over here? We could place it. Let's place a park here, because I feel like this area is getting a little devoid of entertainment. How big is our large playground? Very big, to say the least. There we go, small playground. How much do I mind? Not really. Very utilitarian approach here. Don't really mind. There we go. Nice pathway. Then how about another nice pathway through here? There we go. And how about another nice pathway through here? Perfect. Just got some citizens walking now. And like I said, great pass opportunity. See, people are already picking up the park as a means to, you know, get through the area. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not like me. How about... Oh no, it does not want any business. So it's willing to do that, but it wouldn't be willing... Fine. In the name of, you know, a nice area to live, we'll do that. So yeah, we've got... Our population has increased quite substantially. So now all that's left is the district name. And I think I've already got one in mind. So let's paint one in. Right there, so this is sort of a major point where several districts meet. So, this area is going to be called Leighwood, after one of the guys, Nick L, who is a regular commenter and viewer of this channel. So I thought I'd name it in honor of him. So, Leighwood, let's quickly name it that. I think that's how you spell it. But yeah, this is our new sort of residential district along here. Our tourism district is in full swing right now. Has the power bridged? Is the biggest question. Yeah, so it's probably at the point where I can do that. Like this. Right, that's great. Cool. Right, so let's finish up this area, and then I'll see what detailing there is to do, if there is any. And we'll hop into a detailing time lapse, and we'll probably finish this episode up. This is funny. It's that repeated flow of these 2x2s. It's a nice sight to look at. In fact, what I might do is I'm going to remove that there, and I'm probably going to run a path through here. Come off all of my snap twos. Just thread the needle. And link up here. Great. There you go. So, this would be a very steep... That would probably be some stairs, so, and these are pedestrians, so it's not cyclists, so they'd be fine. So, yeah, let's, wait for the rest of this to spawn in. I wouldn't be adverse to have some high density along here as well. I mean, obviously, depending on what decides to come in this area. Let's place a few of these. Perfect. There we go. Right. No, I don't want you, definitely. You're one of the ugliest ones. Now, you are more like it. I know what type of building you're going to be. Yeah, you're a nice little sort of apartment. Yeah, and you're the classic 2x2. We did a repeated pattern of them. Over here, garbage issues. That's new. Are we beginning to... Oh no, facility full. That's not good. There is a life hack which you can do. Very cool way to just get rid of your entire garbage. You need the collapse building and the natural disaster DLC. Just put it under here, and that will collapse. Now you can just demolish it and replace it. There we go. This road, we will change it. This road is completely temporary. We're actually going to have like a proper garbage recycling facility in King Hills over here. It's sort of going to be our industrial complex when we come to build that. It's, you know, very close to the highway. So how many people are already living in this area here? Okay, plenty. We've got people parking and all that. So let's just get some commercial along here. You know, low density. Or just for some place, you know, the local convenience store, or like just an area for people to shop at. Now this I don't mind, and this I definitely don't mind. So this type of high density I want. It's not too tall, but at the same time, it's a great way to just house more people. Right, okay, so, yeah, as all this sort of starts zoning in, sorry, all of this starts, coming in, I'm gonna historical all of this, because I don't want this upgrading into sort of some really ugly, you know, tall buildings. What on earth is this? Neighborhood shop. Now this I'm liking the look of. No, a nice, long, extended asset. That's a 4x4 as well. We are missing some sort of commercial buildings along this road as well, so I'm just going to bring that back in. There. Just come along through here and historical all of them. It should reach the garbage. I mean, I didn't have any issues with it before. Like, it should reach. Why does it even cover the highway? Don't get why it covers the highway. I mean, I guess there's nothing stopping us from adding in a recycling center. Here we just have to, you know, refrain from putting any residential in the area. Oh, there we go. Right, so now it's all like almost fully covered. And I'm gonna replace this. Hang on, how do I change the vehicles? If I go to my medical clinic, I swear I could change them before, couldn't I? Yeah, a large garbage truck. Can I not change them on the recycling center? You can't, apparently. Oh well. It's weird. Oh well, I mean, on my previous city I definitely could. Yeah, this will revolve itself soon. Oh, I just didn't catch that thing. So right, that's great. See, great. Okay, so I think now is the point where I'm going to jump into a bit of a detailing time lapse. So, hang on, let me get this game down to 1 speed. Right. So what we're probably going to do is need talents. We'll work on the green belt here, get some trees planted, and you know, some pathways through here. Makes actually a nice place to be, and yeah, then probably finish up there. that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to wrap up the episode here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Also, comment down below any name suggestions or any future builds you'd like to see. I'm sorry for the large break in uploads. Like I said, I was away on vacation, so and I just got back to school, so I haven't really balanced it out yet. But you'll definitely be seeing a lot more regular uploads from now on.